the most underrated player on this year's team, do you think?
Underrated, probably Jake Schram. He's the best shooter on the team, and I feel like the coaches are sleeping.
Hi, I'm Jake Schram. I run the 300 hurdles and the 4x4 and track. I also play football and basketball, and I do FCCLA, FBLA, and Spanish Club.
So Jake, what do you think about running the third lap?
You know, I like it. A lot of people put their slower runners in the third leg. You know, people coming into this, a lot of people thought I would be the slowest runner. And until the last meet, I was always the second or third fastest. So I think I've proved some people wrong.
So Jake, who's your biggest influence?
On the track team, it's Esten Kohl. Everyone says Esten Kohl, but his dedication, not only during the season, but in the off season, the weight room, all that's very impressive.
So Jake, when we look at the times and the splits, you're probably like the most consistent out of all four of them. Like, how do you do that?
I always like to think that my team really needs me, because if I lose the ground that Grant and Isaac worked for, then Evan's in harder place to have to try to hawk someone down. But if I get to make up ground, we can, you know, Evan has an easier job. Kind of get Evan in the best position that he can to carry us.
My name is Jonah Nelson. I'm a senior here at Platteview High School. I do throwing, discus, and shot put, and I play football in the fall.
So Jonah, how does it feel to be a coach on the 4x4 team?
I mean, it's great. I love watching the guys compete every week. It's a lot of fun. I mean, I'm pretty close friends with a lot of the guys, so watching them compete's been a lot of fun, and they've had to put this team together just out of nowhere, so I thought it was really entertaining.
How do you think this team will finish the year?
I think they'll finish it on a good performance, but I don't think we're going to make state this year. I mean, a lot of young guys, but I don't think we'll get it done this year, but we got a lot of potential on the team, so I think in the coming years it'll be really entertaining. My inspirational quote is a quote from Henry Lytle. Studying is doubting your ability to perform under pressure.
Good.
So I played baseball my entire life up until my freshman year. I went out my freshman year, didn't play very much, decided I probably shouldn't do baseball, and then I was like, you know what I want to do? I want to play soccer. So I signed up to play soccer. I was on the coaches list. I went to the meeting. I was getting ready to go. And then like a week before spring sports starts, Coach Matt comes up to me and says, hey buddy, you're on my list for soccer here. Can I just take you off? Like, I don't think you're much of a soccer player. And because he thought it was like an accident. And I was like, you're right, coach. And I was like, I guess I'm doing track. But my parents also told me if I did soccer, they wouldn't show up to any of my games. They really wanted me to do golf, but I didn't want to do golf, and they were just okay with me doing track.
Everyone on the team likes to call you Hercules or Hercules from the 7 Seas. Like, what does that mean to you? Like, what event do you do?
I do 300 hurdles. As of right now, I'm the only boy hurdler, but it looks like Broden's going to start running it. And then I like it. I enjoy the nickname, but 300 hurdles suck. I'm not very good. And, you know, you try to have as much fun as you can. And the one bad part about it is I do all of my stuff, like, at the last hour of the meet. So I'm there for 7 hours to run for, like, 2 minutes in the last hour.
So what was it like when they brought this opportunity about the 4x4 to you?
They didn't bring the opportunity to me. They told me I'm doing the 4x4. They said that we needed one more for the third leg, and we were going to throw anyone out there because it was the third leg, and that's when everyone was dogging on Jacob. And so they were kind of just like, hey, we told Hop you do the 4x4, and I was like, I guess I'm doing the 4x4.
So how did from not wanting to do track to doing track, like what events did you do to start out, and how did that lead you to 4x4?
So the only event I've ever done is the 300 hurdles. I'm not very good at them. Kind of do them because someone has to. And for a while, I really wanted to quit track. If you ask my mom what I told her at the beginning of this track season, it was, "You better not let me do track next year and let me go be the baseball team manager."
Okay, so Isaac, obviously we talked about you and Jake. So, like, how do you guys think you'll keep on growing together as he's gonna graduate soon and you'll still be in high school?
I mean, obviously, Jake is one of my closest friends, and even once he goes to college, I hope we stay in touch and keep our pod on Tuesdays when we go hang out and eat food every Tuesday. And I just hope that we stay connected and keep hanging out as much as possible.
How do you think you guys will end the season?
How we will end the season? Hopefully, we go to districts and we run a PR, and maybe from a gift of God's miracle, we can make it to state. But if not, I just want to go out with a big PR and even bigger expectations for next season. How I'd want to see Jake grow? Hopefully, he keeps putting on weight, getting thicker for football season, starting H-back and linebacker. But hopefully we can improve his running form. That still needs a lot of work. I mean, just hopefully he can get more faster and athletic for football, basketball, and especially the 4x4. My quote is, "Always be yourself unless you can be Batman." Isaac out.
The first time, I'm gonna be, not when I saw Grant running, when first time I saw the 4x4, I don't know if I told this story yet, I thought, oh my goodness, can we please just drop the baton? But when I'm watching Grant run, I'm thinking to myself, like, I gotta get going. I'm trying to see how close he is to everybody else and think I gotta keep this distance.
So how do you guys think you've grown?
I think we've grown a lot, as people and friends, everyone I feel like is a little bit closer on the track team. And then I also think we've grown like a lot physically. Grant went from a 62 to a 57. Isaac went from a 63 to a 55. And Evan's always good. 54. Evan's always been good.
So how about your relationship with Isaac?
Oh, I think I told the story in Isaac's part of the doc about the first time I had to give him a ride. And that just kind of became my thing, me having to take him everywhere. And then I think we became better friends. And then, we started hanging out outside of school, and now we're doing the 4x4, having a good time.
So, what do you think about Evan Brazil? Like, what's your relationship with him too?
Oh, I love Evan. I think he's a good kid. I really didn't know him. He had a sister in my class. And I like him. I think he's a nice guy. I like spending time with him. I always take him out. I always take him with me when we go out to eat. And I think he's a fun. I like spending time with him.
So Jake, what was it like the first time you met Grant?
So, there's really 2 times the first time I met Grant. 3 stories. The first time was in middle school when I would catch him fighting with Trevor Daly when we would scrimmage his team. The first time, which is what he says, he actually says we met 2 times. There was the Lincoln Northwest meet where Grant was talking about all the good Christian scut girls he wanted to go talk to, and I had to go give him lobs with. And then there was the Platteview invite where we really started talking, really became friends, because I went to the Minecraft movie with a couple of my buddies.
How long have you known Jake, Esten?
I have known Jacob since preschool, so 15 years, and he's an UNC, so, that's a lot of years for him, but yeah, me and Jacob have been best friends for about 15 years.
So how have you seen him growing up as you guys grow up?
I've seen Jacob grow up, in the fact that he just he found stuff that he enjoys doing, basketball is a great thing for him, and he really loves it. And he grows up in the fact that he's putting a lot of work towards that.
What do you think about Jake's running form?
Oh, it's horrible. It's so bad. It is so bad. He does not stride out. He does not land on the toe. But he still ran a 57, and he's the most consistent. So who am I to judge?
How do you hope he improves on it?
I hope Jacob learns over time to drive his knee up and to land on his toe, but I try to work with him, and he'll learn over time. I'm gonna try to teach him a lot before districts, because we can see how much time we can cut off. I mean, it'll be kind of sad, but also like kind of excited to move on to a new chapter in my life, and I bet Jacob feels the same way. And I'm comforted in the fact I know that these three will be all right. They'll be good. All three of these kids, the younglings, they're all great people, and I know they'll be successful.
My name is Lytle. I'm a junior at Platteview High School. I coach throwers and the 4x4.
Coach, if you could replace any of the other two runners on the team for two different runners on the track team, which two runners would you replace?
You know, I would never switch up on any of my boys running this track. Like, they're just all the bond's too good and it's too tight. This connection is just too strong. And breaking them apart would just break the whole team. So I'm keeping the team together, switching out with Tyler Daly. He's D1, but he's not good enough. Inspirational quote: if you can't finish, just come harder next time. No pause.
So Jake, the group likes to joke that as you are the oldest, that next year when it's your senior year, it's their senior year. How does that camaraderie feel? Like, how does it feel to know that they all really have your back?
I like knowing that they all have my back, and I also like when we're talking to them, they're like, it's crazy how Plattview's never going to be able to run another 4x4 after next year. I think it's pretty funny.
Okay, Jake, right there, that's some video clips about people like yelling at you to keep on pushing during that last 100. How does that make you feel when you hear that?
You know, I really enjoy it, especially when Ian tells me, like, you gotta empty the tank, you gotta go. And it really makes me wanna, like, you know, really, that last 150 is the hardest, and it really makes me have to go.
Hi, I am Mrs. Hartwig. I am a high school English teacher at Platteview High School, and I have had the great privilege of being Jacob Schram's English teacher for 3 years.
So, Mrs. Hartwig, how is Jacob in the classroom, and how do you think that translates out on the field and on the track?
Boy, Ian, that's an interesting question. You know, in English class, Jacob, how do I want to say this? Jacob shows how dedicated he is to athletics in English class. He does this by watching a lot of huddle. Spends a lot of time on Athletic Net. Yeah, I think that based on the amount of time that Jacob Schram spends preparing for athletics during my English classes, that his athletic career is getting ready to take off.
Jake, what type of legacy do you want to leave here from Platteview as a person and as a runner?
As a person, I definitely want people to remember me for being kind of a nice guy. I don't want to come off in this documentary as too like confident and like kind of obsessed with myself, but I kind of like to joke like I am. I want, more as a track athlete, I want to be remembered as the guy that was always willing to do whatever it took for the team.
So, as it's the first time you guys are run together as a group, how do you want to end this season out?
You know, obviously, you know, knock on wood, probably not gonna happen, but knock on wood, we make it to state. But I really just want to set us up like in a good position, maybe like a 342, where we can really push into the low 330s to make a run at state next year.
Anything for bloopers.
Bro, we gotta get the bloopers however we can. Come on.
Oh my God, that's crazy, bro. I was just bouncing.
You're like,
I'm gonna glue it.
he's like this.
No, I was having fun. On the golf stage.
Like a David Wilson.
Hey guys, this is Jake Schram with Why Not Media, and we're out.